Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
Come on.
Now Reed from the gun on 3rd down. Right side caught by Jackson. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. The Saints had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Warriors 70. Hey. Go.
Operating from the gun. Reed. He'll hit Jackson complete. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Viking 18. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. just swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right
No
at
gain
line
on the
of
play
scrimmage.
there. Second
No
down.
gain on the play. Brings
Really
up
good
second
stop there by
and
the
10.
end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Right here. Here we go. Strike. 70 Lions. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36.
First down.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready? Hut, hut.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
They run. It's Kamara. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an out. Touchdown!
A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
18 Cardinal. Ready,
Operating from the gun. Reed.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Chris Olave, the intended receiver.
And it'll bring up third down.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Let's go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
180. Nice hit.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
50 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On his loop for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Saints nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Reed. And he fires one incomplete.
Intended for number 84.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19. 19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Operating from the gun, Reed. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Panthers 60. Panthers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On the set.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let go.
Looking to throw. Reed.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. He spins free.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 5. On the option right is Jackson.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He's got him in. Complete. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big pickup of 38. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Luke now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Saints 7. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Reed is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Reed.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panthers, Cowboy 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now 2nd and 9.
Back. Cougar 19. Shot 60. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Reed.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
60 Maverick. Here we go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. Reed.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball on to punt. Wester on the return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A gain of 6.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down, Baltimore.
Running from the gun with Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing is Jackson.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third and 4. On third down, here's Mitchell.
Yeah, he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. To throw is Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
9-yard line.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
DC, ready? Hey, Alpha, sit up. Sit up.
Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
And his kick is indeed good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 60 Eagles. 6. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Here's Reed throwing to start the drive. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, set. Buffalo 18.
Operating from the gun, Reed. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Set. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7.
Looking to throw. Reed. He finds his man complete. That's Castro. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Reed. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. His pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. Now Lamar changing the play.
Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mitchell is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Now they'll change things up.
And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Henry.
It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down by about a yard. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Gets past one man.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Panther 11, Panther 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Reed.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Yo.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. On his loop for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready, go!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Ranger. 70 line. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Reed. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Saints on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
60 Bobcats.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
19 tight. 19 tight. Step it in. Check out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Reed looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Saints 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Set it. Go.
Off the play fake. Reed. He finds his man. Complete. That's Castro. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Ready? Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Let's go. Check. 70 Timberwolf. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Baltimore, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.